Pastor Carey from Peace Lutheran Church in Beaver Creek, Ohio, and I am glad that you have joined us for another Godly Play story. You know, sometimes people wonder about what is really inside a parable. So I have a parable to show us. Now, this is not a parable of Jesus. It is not a golden box. This is a different kind of parable. And so our box is smaller and a different color. I wonder what is inside a parable. Should we look? Are you ready to see what is inside a parable? Let's see. It's a box. It's a box inside a box. Oh, I get it. It is a parable inside a parable. Like a box inside a box. But what we really want to know is what is inside a parable. Shall we open it and see? It's another box. Another box inside a box. Another parable inside a parable. But what I really want to know is what is inside a parable. Let's see. Oh my goodness, it is another box. Another parable inside a parable. Boxes inside of boxes. Let's see if we're able to find out what is really inside a parable. A box inside a box. And more boxes, I don't actually need more boxes. What I want to know is, what is inside a parable? This is really a lot of boxes. Inside boxes, a lot of parables inside parables. Maybe this will be what is really inside a parable. Oh my goodness, I didn't even think that they could make boxes. Surely this is the smallest box I have seen. Surely there is going to be a parable and what is really inside of this one. Let's look. Another box. Another parable inside a parable. Now this must be the last one. This is gold. And parables are precious like gold. Shall we look inside and see what is really inside a parable? That is really hard to see. I can see why people who love parables put them inside of boxes so they can't lose them, and so they can take them with them. Because parables are very precious. And people who loved parables, they wanted to put it in a box that was just right for them, so that they could always find it and take it with them. But then the next people who came along who also loved parables, they saw the box, and they decided that this box wasn't just right for them, and so they made a new box for the parable to go in. And more people came along, and they loved parables, but they too thought the box was not just right for them, and so they also made a new box for the parable to go in. And this went on for hundreds and hundreds of years. New people would come along, and they would find a parable box, and they thought that the parable box was not just right for them, and so they made a new parable box for the parable to go in. And this continued on for thousands of years. Somebody new would come along, and they would find the parable box, and it was nice, but it wasn't just right for them. And so they would make a new parable box for the parable to go in. Until we come to the time of your grandmothers and your grandfathers who loved parables very much. And they saw the box that they were in, and they liked it, but it was not just right for them. So they made a new box for the parables to go in. And then we come to the time of your mothers and your fathers, and they too loved parables very much. But they saw the box that their mothers and their fathers had put the parable in, and it was nice, but it wasn't just right for them. So they made a new box for the parable to go in. I wonder who will be the next person to make a parable box. I wonder what the boxes could really be. I wonder what the whole line of boxes really makes. I wonder what kind of box would be just right for you. I wonder if you have ever come close to the inside of a parable. Thanks for joining us today. We hope that you will like or subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope that you will join us again for another Godly Place soon.